answering your questions about retirement. It's Money Talk with Michael Eastham.
I'm a bit confused about the differences between a will and trust. Can you talk about them and when it makes sense to use a trust? Our estate is simple. Apart from our home, we have a couple of IRA accounts, some cash, and a joint investment account. Thanks.
Estate planning is one of my favorite topics because I firmly believe that a good, solid estate plan can be the cornerstone to a well-rounded, solid financial strategy. However, please remember, I'm not an attorney, but you don't have to be an attorney to understand all the pieces that are necessary in a good estate plan. In fact, one of the questions that I get is just this: is a will the right option, or should I do a trust? And I will tell you that one of the biggest misconceptions that I have, that I see that people have, is about a will. They think that just because you have a will, that your assets will avoid probate. And probate is that dastardly process that your assets may need to go through that costs a lot of money, that takes a lot of time, that involves the legal process. So the thing you do need to recognize is that because you have a will, that means that your assets will need to go through probate if they don't have direct beneficiaries on them. So what's a great example? Most people own a home, and if you own a home with about $500,000 in value, well, guess what? The probate costs on that particular house, just because of the value of that asset, could easily be $15,000 to $20,000, and it may take 6 months to a year or more to get that house through probate. Now, a lot of people think that, I own my house and I want my kids as beneficiaries on my house. I have it listed in the will. And so as a result, it's going to bypass probate. That's not right. That's the misconception. The house will have to go through probate. So why would you want to have a trust? Well, one of the best benefits of a trust is that it allows you to bypass probate. So that $500,000 house, if it's in the name of the trust, then it doesn't have to go through probate. So your estate has an extra $15,000 to $20,000 that can be distributed to your heirs or your charities. Isn't that a better use of your money? So that reason alone could be a good, solid reason for you to set up a trust compared to a will. Now, I know a lot of people might think, well, if I do a trust, isn't that really, really expensive? Well, think about it. Generally, yes, a trust is going to be more expensive than a will, but it could only be a few $100s more. And so it's a case of you can pay me now or you can pay me later, right? A will is a little bit less expensive. Maybe it's $400 or $500, I don't know, less expensive than doing a trust. But if it saves you $15,000 to $20,000 on the back end for your beneficiaries, isn't that a good trade-off? So not only is that the key, but when you think about the other aspects of a solid estate plan, there are several other documents that are very important. Advanced directives for medical. You've got durable power of attorney. You want to make sure you have a living will. And those are the things that create a good, solid estate plan. So if you have questions about an estate plan, certainly reach out to the office. You can call our office and we'll be delighted to send you a link to one of my previous webinars that I did that's recorded on estate planning. You'll learn all of the aspects that are important and foundational to help you get more informed about whether a will or a trust is better for you. Thanks so much for that question.
If you've got a financial question you'd like to have answered, click on the link below to submit your question. You may hear your answer on an upcoming edition of Money Talk.